Alright guys, so I'm here today to talk about should you still play ArcheRage in 2026? Like, is it worth your time? Because I know a lot of people are looking at this game and they're thinking like, is it dead? Is it worth starting? And I'm gonna tell you something, it is very, very alive. As you can see right here, there's plenty of people in every time zones that are actually playing the ArcheRage NA server. So all right, let's get into it. What is ArcheRage? So ArcheRage is a game based on the original game that was named ArcheRage. Okay, but ArcheRage, the one we're playing right now, is a private server. And the reason that matters is because the private server does things differently than the original server was. Okay, for many reasons. Monetization was very bad. They promised a lot of stuff that actually never happened, and plenty of other stuff, right? Like bad publishing and stuff like that. So this server here is around for about like 8 years, and it's very, very, very good. The admin of the server, they're listening to the community a lot, okay, and they're trying to have a lot of custom stuff. Not trying, actually, they are adding a lot of custom stuff that was not in the original games. So they keep the game alive, right? And they fix the bugs. They had a lot of quality of life and stuff like this. Okay, so what did they actually add? The custom changes. Okay, so they added the zone, which is Wonderland. It is a custom server event zone. That there's a lot of events that happens there. There's also daily quest and a bunch of other stuff. There's the Wonderland race, okay, which is also a custom server event. So they improved things. They added custom bosses, custom quests, events, even GM events, okay, where like an actual GM shows up in the game and runs stuff for the community. It's very, very, very cool. All right, so ArcheRage is a game that you can either play like PvE, okay, player versus environment. You can play player versus player, and you can also role playing if you want to. I don't think the role playing community is very large. I know there is some. You can also like, there is like, so you can be a musician. Okay, I've seen like ArcheRage band, like people playing music. They even made a like a complete scene. Like, I think it's on Mirage. There's like a zone where you can actually go play with your band over there. I think it's very, very funny, and it's also like a very nice custom change. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about game mechanics. There is 3 factions. There is the pirate faction. If you go to the community tab here, you'll see there's 3 factions. There's the pirate, the New Year Alliance, and the Aranya Alliance. Okay, there is also guild. Okay, if you go to the community, you go to the guild tab. Guild can hold to 50 members. Okay, you can also have a family. Okay, family doesn't matter which faction you are. You can be in a family that's in another faction. Okay, but you will be still in the same family, and you can share stuff like land, chess. Someone's trying to kill me. And he can't. All right, just gonna get closer to the guards. So yeah, so classes and skill sets. Okay, we'll go to the new here. I'll show you something. Classes in this game is very, very, very well designed. You can actually take 3 of these skill sets. Okay, so you can make a lot of combination you can be a main mage, but you can play like a defensive skill set, and you can play a more like a crowd control skill set with your sorcery skill set, and like there is so many combination to this game that it's like it's crazy, guys. Okay, there is plenty. So this is the skill set I use. I use Battle Rage, Suncraft, and Shadowplay for this particular skill set. Okay, there is a lot of skill passives. Each skill set has its own skill and passives. Okay, it is very, very, very good. Also, there's like the zone status. Like if you watch at the map here, so the Aurora zones, it is all zone that goes from war to conflict, okay, and to peace sometimes, okay. Some of them goes to peace, some of them never goes to peace. If you go to the Aranya faction, you can see here that this is Aranya controlled zone, okay. So what does that mean? That means that I am a Nuyan. If I go into this zone, the guards, which are here, well, which there is guards in every zone, but there is the neutral guard, there is the Aranya guard, and there is the Nuya guards, okay? So let's say this is a Aranya faction, and I go close to the guard, they will be named Aranya guards, and they will kill me, okay? On sight. Like they will not even ask question, they will just kill me because this is not my zone. There is a way to go around the guards and stuff. You'll figure that out playing the game. Also, like this game is not instance based. What does that mean? Is that means that you can go from here all the way to the bottom of the map, okay, through using ships, using mounts, using gliders, whatever, right? You can also use portals to port from zones to zone. Okay, it is not an instance-based game. It is totally open world. It is very, very big, okay? It is a very big open world. There is a very big sea, okay? If you take a ship from here to here, it will take you about 30 minutes of sailing, okay? It's very, very big. So this game, as I said, it's an MMORPG, okay, sandbox, okay, there's politics in this game. So there will be heroes that will be select every month, okay, through a voting systems. Okay, what does a hero do? So player becomes heroes, they will get the cloak, okay, they will get flares to flare a raid. They can also lead the siege, okay, because in this game there is castle claims, okay. These zones here, these four zones here, which are Calmland, Markala, Heedmore, and Nui Mary, they have castles which you can claim and which you can fight for, okay. So castle will unlock some more stuff for your faction, okay, like castle quest and some other stuff that I will not go through because it is a lot, okay. Also, now let's talk about proficiency and life skills. There is multiple proficiency, okay. There is the harvesting, which you can just gather stuff around the map. I'll show you real quick here. Right, you see like this tree here can be actually cut down, okay. So you can cut the tree and it will give me logs. I have plenty of logs already, but you can cut the tree, you can gather fruits. There's plenty of stuff. You can do mining, gathering, logging, also fishing, okay. Fishing is a very good part of the game about the life skills. You can either fish in safe zone, or you can go fish on the sea with an actual fishing boat, and you can load your fishing boat with fish, okay. And you will have to come turn in. I'll show you the turn in. Actually, there is plenty of turn in point, okay. One is right here, okay, in Cinderstone. So you will spawn your fishing boat, and you will actually sell, and you will find a fishing spot, right? There is some spot, you will learn that playing the game, but you can store the fish inside the ship. Once it's full, you come and you turn in. Okay, keep in mind, if you fish in the sea, it is PvP zone, so people can kill you and rob your fish and go turn them in. Okay, so it is a very, very fun game mechanics, especially if you like PvP. Okay, ArcheRage, I always say that it is never safe out there. Okay, there is nothing you can do about fishing and about commerce that will always put you into a safe zone. Okay, you can run safe zone land pack, okay, with the otter. So you will spawn your otter. Actually, there is a crafting station right here. Okay, so these are the crafting pack station. You see, there is people that crafting pack for quests, and they let them on the ground. So you will spawn your otter, you will craft the pack, and you will go turn the packs to another turn-in. It will give you gold. Okay, so you fill the otter. This is a 8 slot otter. Okay, you fill it, and then you bring your otter to the actual turn-in. All right. Let's talk about the housing system. I'll show you just a quick around like my housing, so you can actually like see what is the housing zone looks like. Alright, so this is my house. Alright, I have a bed. I'm not really into RP stuff, but there's plenty of people that really use like the decor item and stuff like that. Right, this is a harvester farmhouse. So I have some seed beds here that I can actually grow flowers and stuff, okay? For the crafting later, right? So I have many 16s by 16s. This is like the dimension of the house. This is a 24, this is a 16. And all these are my 16s by 16s. All right, so as you can see, this is like what a housing area looks like. So there is housing areas in safe zone. There is housing areas in war zones. All right, so it is very, very big. You can pretty much place your land everywhere on the map. Okay, there is actual like housing zones where you can place down lands. You'll figure that out also as you play the game. It is very, very fun. As you can see, this guy here, he has a lot of decor, right? He has some stuff like a bird cage. He has like a snow table. He has plenty of stuff, okay? This is, I think is a manor. It's actually a apothecary house, okay? It is very, very cool to have. Wow, that's a very nice rainbow, actually. So the housing zone, you can also have like a farmhand, okay? So what is the farmhand? You will actually have to assign this little creature here to one of your land. You cannot assign two, you will just assign one. Okay, this guy here will gather stuff for you. So for example, I gave them chestnut tree. In 20 hours, it will gather them and it will give it to me. Okay, so farmhand, very important. You can put a farmhand into a tent. Okay, housing zone, you can sell and buy. Okay, so what that means that if you think, oh well, I'm gonna come to the server and there's no housing zone for me, it's not true. People selling every day, people buying every day. You will find some land eventually. Okay, guys, don't stress out about this. All right, so now let's talk about the dungeons. There is a lot of dungeon in this game. Okay, there is the normal dungeon, which you have to go to the actual location of the dungeon to enter it, and there is also the greater dungeon that you can go through this instance window here, which is at the right bottom of the screen. Instance over here. And there is plenty of dungeons that will reward stuff and stuff, quest, and plenty of things, right? Like for example, this Hereafter Rebellion, which I also have a guide on my YouTube channel, will reward you with this necklace that you will have to upgrade later. Okay. Also, the Noriet dungeon will reward you with these rings that are very, very good ring for PvE, because they will reduce the PvE damage and they will increase the PvE damage. Okay, so there is plenty of stuff into the instance tab. There's also the PvP instance. Okay, so this is a faction war golden plane battle, which we also call Alcyona, because it happens into this zone, which is Alcyona. Okay, it happens here. Okay, so one faction start here and the other faction will start at the Aranya Alliance base over here, and they will meet in the middle and they will fight against each other. It's very, very fun. All right, there's also the Red Dragon Keep. This is a world boss that used to be an open world boss. Now they put it into an instance. Instead, we got the Black Dragon now. Okay, the Black Dragon that appears at certain times into Carcassy. It will appear here at the Red Dragon Keep. Now it's the Black Dragon. Okay. There's also the Leviathan. Let me actually show you some stuff. So this is the actual ArcheRage server, right? Discord, not Discord, sorry, the actual ArcheRage YouTube channel. Okay, there is plenty of video out there about all their events. Okay, like pretty much every month there's a new event that comes out with rewarding quests and stuff like that. Okay, you can get a lot of tokens to buy a lot of stuff in the game. Very, very cool events, by the way. There is also plenty of world bosses, guys. Okay, so what is the goal of world bosses is both faction will actually try to fight over a world boss to actually get the world boss loot. Okay, why is that? Because the world boss loot is the best in slot weapon and stuff like that. Some world boss loot have some utility, like here, like I have a Kraken Scepter. And what does the Kraken Scepter do? It will snare. It will do an AoE snare for 6 seconds. So it is very, very good to use in a raid versus raid situation. Yeah, PvP world bosses, arena. Okay, so now let's just talk about the pay to win. Okay, is it pay to win? Guys, it is a free to play game, right? So you can buy credit and sell the credit on the auction house for gold. Okay, do you really have to buy credit? No, you don't. Why? Because everything that's acquired that you can get in game, you can get through playing the game, doing quest, doing dungeon, and everything like that. Okay, the only thing that is pay to win is you can buy credit, sell them on the auction house, and make gold with it. Okay, so it's no big deal. It is a very good monetization system. All right, all the marketplace stuff, you cannot really like pay something in the marketplace stuff that will really help you progress more than anyone else. Most of the things over here are quality of life stuff and actual like skin, right? Like costumes and stuff like that, right? As you can see here, right? You can get like a white t-shirt about the Mulang. You can get this costume here, this costume here. It is very it's very good monetization. Okay, it's better, much better than the usual server used to be. Usual server, like the whole ArcheRage server that actually did shut down was very, very bad monetization. Okay, this server here, like, you can't really complain about it. Server has to actually live in some ways, right? So you can buy credit and sell on the auction house, but you don't have to. Okay, keep that in mind. There's plenty of players that's playing free to play and that are very, very competitive in the game. Okay, so that means it will take them maybe a little bit more time to get what they need, but they will get it. Okay, so if you really like this game and you play a lot, you will get everything you need into the game without any pay to win. All right, so should you play ArcheRage in 2026, guys? Honestly, if you want a deep MMOs with PvP, life skill, politics, and a community that's still active, then yes, it's very, very worth it. It doesn't matter if you're new, if you know what you're doing, and now you do, right? So it's very, very easy to get into the server. I will put a link to the server down below. Okay, I really, really hope it helps you guys decide if you want to play ArcheRage, right? So thanks for watching. GG's.